Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, do not park in the parking lot on the west side by the alley in the fitness center. They will have you towed away. Okay, please do not park there. They will have you towed away.
Performing their 2021 program, Maybe, the Hazleton Area School District is proud to present the Hazleton Area Marching Cougars.
At this point, Lady Cougars doing a nice job defensively.
Scavio says push it for Baranski.
I feel like Jordan, give me the rock and I'm scoring.
Krasinski will kick it ahead of the wall.
I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told him out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run in my pace.
Harley Krasinski, 0-0 for Hazleton
They
area.
know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
On the line with a victory tonight is a trip to Mohegan Sun Arena for a sub-regional championship. As the #1 seed from the Wyoming Valley Conference, Lady Cougars of Hazleton area play host to the #4 seed from the Lackawanna League, the Lady Knights of Scranton.
If you don't win, you go home.
Talk about it when it comes to a Coach Scavio team. Can you handle the pressure? Baretsky will try to make it 9, and she does. 2 threes here in the first for Brooke Baretsky.
We've seen the Lady Cougars move the ball very well. I'll tell you what, Marty, they wanted to win. Great job, played great defense, made a shot when they had to, and they won the ball game.
Welcome to Harmon-Guy Stadium, home of the Hazleton area Cougars. I'm Rocco Petrone, here with my partner, Luzerne County Councilman Robert Schnee, And Bob, Keith Ulsimer, head coach of Delaware Valley, brings in his team. Started 0-3, won 2 straight. Hazleton Area High School, coached by Dennis Bookman, lost their first 2 games. We've won 3 straight. What are you looking for in tonight's matchup?
Tonight, again, I think we have to establish some kind of a running game. To this point, just so far this year, we have had yet to establish a running game. Ironically, last week in overtime, well, you get the ball in overtime on the 10-yard line. We got the ball first. The offensive line opened up a hole where you could actually drive a Mack truck through. The first carry went for 5 yards, and then Matthew Bookman went into the end zone. But both on those 2 plays, the interior lineman just took over the line of scrimmage. And that's a testament to what was at stake at the game. They knew to dig down deep in their hearts, and that's what happened last week. And again, they were down by 15 points. These kids never quit. There's no quit in them. They came back. They tied the game. They won the game in overtime.
Well, it just says a lot, not only for the coaching staff led by Dennis Bookman, but the entire team. And, Bob, you're looking from every starter to everybody that played in that game to those that go to practice every day. Hazleton Area High School is back, no question. Coach Bookman doing a great job. But tonight he's taking on defending District 2 6A champions in the Delaware Valley Warriors. And we're looking for an exciting game. There's no doubt. Listen, there's no secret. We have not beat Delaware Valley since 2009, my last year as head coach. And I know that last year we had to go up to Delaware Valley, didn't play them in the regular season because of all the COVID restrictions, played them in the district title game. Delaware Valley got the better end of it. But I think tonight's a different story on our home field. I think that what you're talking about, the line of scrimmage, is something that, no question, Keith Ulsimer wants to do as well. But we're looking for a battle tonight, both sides of the ball. Hazleton Area is coming in with some very exciting players, Bob. When you look at not only Matthew Bookman, as you mentioned, with the winning touchdown last week and sealed the game with the interception, Tyler Wolf, Matthew Casadas, Connor Shamani. I mean, that is such an exciting offense to watch. They play both sides of the ball, exciting on defense as well. And we'll talk about the interior alignment as well, but as the game goes on. But we got to talk a little bit about those skill positions, Bob. And a big catch last week on 4th down to win the game, or to tie the game. We're going to go down to the field to the Cougar Marching Band as they play our high school alma mater and our national anthem. Hazleton Area High School marching band, our director, Joseph Stefanko, teacher at Hazleton Area High School. Great to see our students performing as well as they possibly can with our band. And here comes our Cougars. Delaware Valley already on the field. I'm Rocco Petrone, here with Bob Schnee, Samantha Neiman, our spotter. Hazleton Area School District, Channel 99, bringing this game. This is a student-run production. They're here with us this evening, giving up their Friday night under teacher Christopher Kozlop, who teaches broadcasting in our Hazleton Area Career Center. And Bob, when you talk about what's unique about Channel 99, it's strictly run by students. We're here volunteering our time. Can't say enough about our high school students.
Correct. Just this past week on WYLN, they were interviewing Christian Price, who has been a member of the varsity team since ninth grade. He came up elevated. And here's a kid that has done everything. Wide receiver, defensive back, tremendous special teams play. But if you hear the young man speak, you're so impressed. And you being the principal and just retiring, you just got to be so proud of all the years that you had with all these kids. That and I know Coach Bookman and I know yourself as a principal always preached about being a good person.
There's no question about that. And proud is just not a strong enough word. I feel so strongly about our student body and our Hazleton Area School District. All the teachers, administrators, they work so hard, but it's the students that just stand out, and I am so proud, as I know you are, to be up in this booth. And you talk about Bob Schnee giving up so much time as a Luzerne County Councilman, cares so much about our area, loves our students, and that's why we're here on Friday nights. Both coached under Richie Matz, and we know right now as our captains for the Cougars are going to meet the captains of the Warriors at midfield. It's heart-pumping time. It's an exciting time. And what's unique about tonight, it's District 2 6A versus District 2 6A. Both coming off back-to-back wins. Cougars with 3 straight wins. It's an exciting atmosphere.
This is a big game. It's a signature game in Coach Bookman's coaching career right here tonight. Either you go 3-3 or you go 4-2.
You know, we talked about how well our skill positions are playing. We talked about Connor Shamani, Matthew Casadas, Matthew Bookman, Tyler Wolf. But I'll tell you, we can't leave out people like you said, Christian Price, Ryan Mathias, this young man coming in playing the last couple of weeks, Jose Rodriguez. They're exciting to watch. And it seems like each week someone is stepping up big. 2 touchdowns against Dallas up in Back Mountain, both on 4th down, and then we had to get the 2-point conversion to tie the game and go into overtime. Coach Bookman has his team playing at a high level, and I know you appreciate that, Bob, being a fan, a former coach, and the love of our Hazleton Area Cougars.
And the most exciting part, Coach, is the development that you see every week in Tyler Wolf.
You couldn't be more right. I mean, I think that Coach Bookman saw something in Tyler last year, backing up the quarterback, Kellen Warner, and then Tyler, you don't know what to expect from a first-year quarterback, and he just is so impressive and proves every week, surrounded by a great cast. But we both know you cannot do anything without a good offensive line, and I see that offensive line improving every week.
Not only that, I think Tyler's being pushed during practice because there's an outstanding athlete behind him in Luke Gennaro, who basketball-wise was elevated from 9th grade and started. So you know what kind of athlete Gennaro is. And
practice is everything. So that's a great point. Delaware Valley getting set to kick off. Deep for our Cougars. Matthew Casadas, number 4. Matthew Bookman, number 1. Let's get ready, folks. It's Friday night under the lights, as the ball goes up, bounces near the 10-yard line where Matt Casadas will take it, breaks a few tackles, and he takes it up past the 50-yard line. What an exciting athlete. Great blocking as well, broke a few tackles. Matthew Casadas gives the Cougars some great field position as he was brought down by Harlem Cook for the Delaware Valley Warriors. And Delaware Valley, not the way they want to start the game in their own territory. Cougars fired up to play a District 2 6A team. Tyler Wolf gets a call from the sideline, and we'll see what's in store for the Cougars. Delaware Valley sitting in a 5-man front. Cougars coming out. Shotgun, trips to the right side, single receiver left, offset to the right side. Ball in Tyler's hands, looking to throw, throwing deep, down to the 30-yard line, incomplete, broken up by several defenders, and it looks like number 11, Harlem Cook, was one of them.
Good job by the offensive line, giving Tyler time.
2nd down and 10. Nice call to start the game, Bob. Coach Brookman looking to get deep into Delaware Valley territory. 2nd down and 10. Looking at shotgun, trips right, offset to the right, single receiver to the Cougar bench. Delaware Valley in a 5-man front. Play action, under pressure, and he's brought down for a quarterback sack near the 45-yard line by number 58, Joe Pisano with Delaware Valley. Kind of a breakdown in protection there, Bob.
As you see, Delaware Valley, sorry about that, is missing a key through graduation. The Henderson kid that went to Penn State, that was playing against like 15 kids. I mean, he was all over the field.
Yes. I believe he went to Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
Yeah, I believe so. Great wrestler, great football player. So, Cougars, 3rd and 16 on their first possession. Delaware Valley in a different look now in a nickel package. 3 men down front. Nickel package underneath. We have whistles, Bob. Dead ball. Now, I'm not sure if he called an illegal man on the field or if he called delay a game. And that signal was a little unclear to me, but I guess it's a delay a game. Not something that happens too often with our coaching staff, a very, very experienced staff. 3rd down and 21. Cougars on their first possession. Not the direction Coach Bookman wants to go, but with this offense, 3rd and 21 for many teams might be looking to run and punt it out of there, but the Cougars, with their weapons, anything is possible. Nickel package for Delaware Valley in the cover 2. And looks like Jose Rodriguez may have been a little over anxious. We're looking at now 3rd and 26. It happens, Bob, you know. Sometimes you have a little bit of butterflies. It's a big game, big atmosphere, beautiful night under the lights.
And, Coach, as you know, there's not too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 26.
Exactly. And with the weapons Coach Bookman has, anything's possible. You could be looking at a screen or a draw here. Nickel package for Del Val. That's exactly what to do. Get the ball to Matthew Bookman, who gets some positive yardage. We'll be looking at 4th down, 13. We'll get a look at the Cougar punter, one of Coach Schnee's favorite players.
And again, last week, Russo was unbelievable again, putting a punt on the 1-yard line again. Just a great weapon to have.
Pressure, short punt. I don't know if we got a piece of it or not. I don't see any flags down. Delaware Valley put some good pressure on Luke Russo. Coach Brookman's asking why there's no flag. So I don't know if the ball was tipped. Did they hit the punter? You can see the entire staff right now is asking why there's no flags. But in the meantime, Cougar defense coming onto the field. Cougar defense will, unlike Delaware Valley, run a 4-man front. And Del Val comes out. And I'm expecting C.J. Ross under the center. Looks like a double tight formation. Single receiver to each side, shotgun. looking at number 15, C.J. Ross, 5'11", 185 quarterback. Nice size up front for Del Val. Ball's hand off to Sasha. Good collision near the 40-yard line. Looked like number 6 for Cougars, Connor Shivani. Number 26, Joe Sasha on the carry. Positive yardage there, Bob, second down and 3. And just like Bob Schneek talked about in the pregame, Delaware Valley is going to want to establish a line of scrimmage with the run game. One back set, straight handoff, breaks a few tackles, 40-yard line, down inside the 20-yard line after being brought down by Matt Bookman. Looked like number 2, Paul Weinrich, carrying the ball. According to our spotter, Samantha Neiman, whose eyes are much, much better than mine. 1st and 10, Bob, and I have to tell you, Delaware Valley's running the ball pretty well right now. Cougars flopping from strong to weak. Strong side up top, one back set, back to Sasha's hands. Breaks a tackle, gets inside somewhere around the 12 or 13-yard line. Cougars on the tackle, led by Ryan Matthews. And what's impressing me right now, Bob, is no huddle, quick offense. Cougars got to settle in here as they're back on their heels. And for the first time, we have a quarterback under the center. Ross under the center, gives a second back through, getting close to a first down. Sasha on the carry. Looks like a Brew. And Matthews again in on among others. 3rd and short. One back set. Ross under center, looking for motion, and a toss. Played very well, and we have flags. So Ryan Matthews was not fooled at all. Matt Bookman from his deep back position comes up as well, stopping the Delaware Valley Warriors on 3rd down. That's big. And listen, I'm not calling the game, but running a toss on 3rd and 1 is always a dangerous call.
I think they got a holding on that call, but I think they actually missed a holding call when they had their first down there. Abreu strung it out good and was held by the defensive right tackle.
So the Cougars are going to decline the penalty. Coach Bookman's going to take his chances here on 4th down and about 6. Delaware Valley's going to go for this shotgun. One back set, twins up top, and they're going to run the ball through the middle of the field, through the middle line of scrimmage. Carrying the ball is Sasha down, tackled by Ryan Matthews, but he is a tough runner to the 1-yard line, along with Maximo Takana. 1st and goal. Coach Elsimer didn't blink an eye. They're going for that on 4th down, and they're on the 1-yard line. I'm not expecting a toss now. 3 men in the backfield. Gives it to Sasha, left side, and he may have dropped it. He may have dropped the ball, landed on the ball. Touchdown, Warriors. An impressive drive. Coach Snee all on the ground. You're a big fan of physical football, and that's what Delaware Valley brought on that first drive.
And that's what we cannot let happen the rest of the game here, Coach, or we're going to be here for a long night.
So Delaware Valley set up for the point after. Kick is up. Looks like it goes right down the middle and a strong leg. We'll have to keep that in mind as the game goes on. First time we're seeing Delaware Valley. Coach Snee and I, it looked like a pretty strong leg by the kicker, 7-0, 7 minutes, 42 seconds in the first quarter. So right now you're looking at first drives. You do a comparison, Bob. Hazleton area went backwards on their first drive. Warriors, nothing but positive yardage, all on the ground. Now we're going to watch both coaches make adjustments as the game goes on. Cougars set to receive the kickoff again, down 7-0 early in this first period. It looks like Casadas and Bookman, and don't be surprised if they keep the ball away from the 2 deep pack this time after a great return by the Cougars on the first kickoff return. Ball is up. He does kick it deep. This time it's going to Matt Bookman, who lets it roll and roll and roll, takes his chances, and it does roll out of bounds. Took a while, but that is going to be a penalty on the Warriors. And if they decline it, the ball will come out to, I believe, the 35-yard line, Bob. Now, he's not spotting that in the right place if it went out of bounds.
Yeah, where's he?
You got to come up to the 35. Come on.
You're right, Coach. Move him up.
Come on up, 15 more yards. You could do it. Still not enough. 5 more. Another 5. Keep coming. There we go. We got it. Cougars on the 35-yard line. Don't worry, Coach Bookman will consistently work his game plan. He's got a lot of different looks he can give the Warriors. He has a lot of weapons. He wants to establish that ground game like you talked about, Bob, before the game. So we'll see in their second series, Delaware Valley in a 5-man front. Cougars coming out, again with trips to the short side of the field. Ball's given to Bookman. Tough runner into the teeth of Delaware Valley defense, and maybe for a yard or 2. Second down, maybe 8 yards, maybe 1.5 yards to 2 yards. Second down, short side of the field, he ran his formation, and I would look for that as the game goes on. Wide side of the field, single receiver side, as Coach Bookman will do everything he can to try to move against this 5-man front of Delaware Valley. Seems like they have a pretty stellar defense. I know that Del Val comes in with number 87, Aiden Black. They're very high on him on both sides of the ball. Tight end as well, playing defensively. 5-man front, 2 receivers to each side, and I think we may be down to zeros again. So before the penalty, Coach Bookman calls a timeout for the Cougars. Second down and 8, 6 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the first period. Cougars want to get something going, trying to look for some positive yardage on this series.
Not a bad timeout here, Coach. Calm the kids down, get the right play in.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. He didn't want to go to 2nd and 13. And while we have a break, Bob, I got to look down that student body that we talked about earlier in our pregame. It's homecoming night. Cougar faithful are out. Big crowd on a beautiful night, a cool night, great night for football. Makes me excited. Wish I was back on the sideline, Bob, like I was for 21 years.
Just a great night for high school football. And I think earlier in the night I spotted one of the student body, Bryce Molinaro, swing Scotty Roman, a winner last year. Just recently, the other night, I was up at Harp. He was working in the batting cage, and actually thought he was putting holes in the nets the way he was hitting the ball.
Tremendous athlete.
And
Tremendous
already
athlete.
committed to St. John's University, but both in baseball and wrestling, tremendous athlete and just as good as a person.
Cougars looking deep for Matt Casadas. Broken up by number 11. Harlem Cooker, we've called his name several times, comes down with the interception. And to run toe-to-toe with Matthew Casadas, you better bring your best speed, which Cook did that. Interception. Delaware Valley takes over somewhere around the 29-yard line. And I thought for a moment, Bob, Matthew was looking like he was open with trip side, just running a seam route.
Yeah, I think it was a little underthrown by Tyler, but we'll get that worked out.
Not to mention, Tyler hasn't thrown many bad passes all year.
No.
1st and 10, Delaware Valley, one back set. Shotgun, back to the running game, a cutback. Started from the right, cut back to his left, no gain. Great job by the Cougar front. And once again, we're saying the name number 10, Ryan Matthews, a lot. Man, is he a leader for that Cougar defense, as well as a weapon on offense.
That was a good job by the right-hand side of that defense.
Sasha tried to cut it back. I don't know if that was the blocking scheme or just what he saw on zone blocking, but very little, if any, gain. 2nd down. Quarterback under the center. Gives the ball to Sasha again, who breaks perimeter on the left side, has some running room. Cougars make the stop a little short of the a little short of the 1st down. So we're looking at 3rd down and maybe 4 yards to go. Delaware Valley, Bob, is not going in the huddle. It looks now like they have Sasha split out. And they're going to go to the 2nd man through. This time is
good job, D.
Is Weinrich, but he's going to be stopped by the Cougars. Matthew Bookham comes in, along with several other people up front. And it looks like Christopher Sachs was also one of them. And Maximo Takana, 4th and short. 3-back set. Big play here, big call by Del Val. They snap the ball. Give it a 2nd back through. Sasha gets through. Up to the 45-yard line, 1st down.
You got to give them credit.
Yeah, Coach.
They rolled the dice. They're 6 yards. They're on their own 41-yard line. They rolled the dice and they got the 1st down. Give them credit.
Yeah, just a big call. That's showing a lot of confidence in your offensive lineman. And he doesn't want to give the ball back. He wants to shorten the game. He has 2 tough running backs, both running the ball well. And again, he's going to go to the ground game. And this time, we have a new ball carrier, Ryder Machado, a 5'11", 155-pound sophomore. And Coach Elsimer is definitely using a plethora of running backs right now. Back in the game comes Weinrich. Ross under center, is in a shotgun set. 2 tight ends. Play action. He's looking deep and overthrows the athlete. Harlem Cook, covered well by Matthew Cassettas, and looks like those two are going to be knowing each other very well by the end of this game because they're guarding each other on both sides of the ball. And 3rd and 9. So it's the first time, I believe, Delaware Valley put the ball up in the air. I'm looking for maybe a screen draw here, or don't be surprised if they look for their big tight end.
Big play for the defense right here.
3rd down and long. 1-back set. Shotgun. Ball is snapped. He's looking at a screen. Oh, almost picked off. Played extremely well. Trey Corchado could not have played that any better. If that ends up in his hands, it's a tie game, or at least 7-6, because there was no white shirts in front of him. But I have to tell you, that's being coached well on defensive side, looking for the screen. It's exactly what Del Val did. And for the first time tonight, they're going to punt the ball.
Great job, defense. Great job, guys.
That's movement by the up back for Delaware Valley, and that's going to bring Del Val back another 5 yards. Which is going to give Cougars even a better chance here for field position. This time you have Matthew Bookman and Connor Shamani deep. And Trey Corchado just has a bounce in his step. What a great addition he is to this Cougar team. both sides of the ball, but he does play very well defensively. Ball's up in the air. It's going to land between both receivers, and now Connor takes it on the hop, makes a move, breaks a couple tackles, takes a shot out of bounds. Cougars will take the ball over 25-yard line. Had to be close to a 15-yard return, Bob, by Connor Shamani, one of the top athletes on that Cougar team.
As you just said before, I think Casadas and Cook, you're going to see a lot of that tonight. And the bottom line is, who's going to be the better athlete? Because both are tremendous athletes. Who wants it more? Like you said, they're going to know each other very well after tonight.
Absolutely. Cougars coming out in their shotgun set. Little different look with a wing to the left side. Now they're going to shift to the trip side. Tyler's going to roll to the formation side, complete the pass. Short pass, but complete to Connor Shamani. Second down, either 7 or 8, depending on the spot. Looks like it's going to be about second down and 7. So I like that first down play, Bob. It's almost like a running play, actually. Just a quick out. Get the ball in your athlete's hands.
Yeah, Shamani coming into the game had 22 catches, and he's averaging over 17 yards a catch.
Shotgun set. Another shift to the short side of the field. They put their formation side, and now they're going to run back to the weak side, and that's going to be success. Close to a first down. So Ryan Matthews getting success against that 5-man front to the weak side. Coach Bookman putting his formation to the short side of the field. First down for the Cougars.
Good job by the offensive line there.
Excellent job. And Cougars experiencing their first down of the evening with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. And once this team gets going, they're tough to stop because they have so many weapons. Tyler Wolf brings the play in. Play clock down to about 6 seconds. Shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Handoff. Maybe about 2 yards. And just the teeth of the defense for Delaware Valley. And it looks like Gabe Tidrich in on the play. 2 yards. Tough sledding there in the middle of that tough, big Delaware Valley defense. Staying with their 5-man front. Shotgun set, 2 receivers each side. Motion by Casadas. Trip side to the Del Val side. Short pass complete. Stopped as soon as he caught the ball. Casadas comes up with the big catch. Third down, maybe 3 yards, maybe 2 yards to go, Bob. Boy, your whole playbook's open on this. Between the way the Cougars can run the ball, throw the ball, short passing game. And Delaware Valley better be on their toes because Coach Bookman's not afraid to go up top on short yardage as well. They're calling it 3rd and 3. It looks like 3rd and a very short 3. Trips coming to the Cougar side. Single receiver side up top to the short side of the field. Shotgun. Ball's going to Bookman. Puts his head down. Tough sledding for about 2 yards, and we're looking at a big decision by the Cougar coaching staff for 4th and short at the 45-yard line. Big call coming here, Coach. Coach Bookman keeps his offense on the field, talking to the quarterback, has his coaches in his ear up top here as well. Delaware Valley's got some big boys over that ball. This is a big call coming up, either a quarterback keeper or the ball's going to Bookman.
Come on, O-line, you got to give out here.
Shotgun set, trips down to the Cougar formation. Ball is a play action under pressure, and he does complete the pass, and that's a great play by Tyler Wolf and a great catch by Connor Shamani. The Delaware Valley bench is calling incomplete. But now they're waving it off and saying Delaware Valley's ball, and Coach Brookman needs an explanation on that because they did call it complete. Now they're changing their mind. Coach Brookman deserves an explanation, Bob. So I'm not sure what happened. At first, it looked like the officials were signaling good catch. With 27 seconds to go, they come over and talk to Coach Brookman. Harry Caskey, our referee for this evening. Delaware Valley has the ball. In Cougar territory, shotgun set, 2 receivers each side, motion. Ross, quick hitter, throws the ball out, complete, down inside the 25-yard line. Looks like Jaden Ramirez on the catch, and just a quick hitter, which is like a running play when you hit the ball real quick like that off of the motion man. And Cougars were caught on that in their zone defense. First down and 10 for Delaware Valley. Shotgun set. Big back going through number 2. Tough sledding in the teeth of the Cougar defense. Weinrich on the carry. Host of Cougars on the play. And it looks like, again, Trey Corchado in on that. Comes up a little bit gimpy now, Coach. Got to keep an eye on that. He's coming toward the sideline. As quarter 1 comes to an end. Harmon Guy Stadium, Channel 99. I'm Rocco Patron with Bob Schnee and Samantha Neiman at the end of 1. Delaware Valley 7, Cougars 0. So in this homecoming evening, Bob, we're seeing some tough coaching decisions, both going for it on 4th down. We had a turnover. We had a turnover on downs, a turnover in the air. We had a drive by Delaware Valley. We had them stopped and had to punt. And right now you're seeing District 2, 6A football at its finest. The 2 big teams going at it. And I'm going to give you my opinion, regardless of what happens tonight. I think these 2 will see each other again in District 2 playoffs. Not taking anything away from Scranton or Wilkes-Barre, the other 6A teams. But these 2 teams seem to be the powerhouse this year, just like last year. Although Delaware Valley lost some seniors last year. You talked about Henderson. They lost some good players on that team. They're coming up here, winning 2 in a row. Cougars winning 3 in a row. This is a big series on 2nd down for Del Val. Cook single receiver side, shotgun for Del Val. Gives the ball off. Sasha brought open field tackle, beautifully tackled by Matthew Bookman. And we're looking down now at about 3rd and 6. And as Coach Oates, we're looking at this as 2 downs to make 6 yards. Is he looking to set up a field goal? Looking to get a first down. A lot of things going through his mind right now. But his biggest success has been, with the exception of the quick out, his biggest success has been on the ground.
Very impressive play by Bookman there. If he doesn't make that tackle, he's gone, that kid.
Sasha takes the carry, close to a first down. They're just going right at the teeth of that 4-man front. And they're just saying, look, we're going to run behind our big offensive line. And it's 4th down and 1. Again, a big decision now by Coach Olsmer. Looks like he's going to go for this as opposed to a field goal. Cougar defense, this is where you have to win, Coach, with pad level. The low man's going to win here. Takana, one of the best at this for our Cougar defense. 3 backs for Del Val. Does Play action. He run the ball out of bounds, does not get the first down. I'm surprised that he actually ran a play action, keep, run pass option, but he's brought down. Ryan Matthews, great play. Matthew Bookman, and the Cougars get the ball back. And I have to tell you, I'm a little surprised that they didn't just go right at them.
Yep.
Instead, tried to get perimeter. And I'm sure Coach Osmer's going to come back and look at that as the game goes on. But a big, big stop by the Cougar defense.
Great discipline by the Cougar defense. Again, as you said, it's pad for pad, and that's a victory for the defense there.
No question about it. Ross did get perimeter, but just could not square his shoulders up. Ball's going to the second man, or the first man through out of shotgun. And I know that Ryan Matthews and Matthew Bookman, two tough runners, running same as Sasha and Weinrich, and that is going to be a battle of those backs with Cook, Shamani, and Casadas battling out at the D-back and receiver position. We got ourselves a battle going on, Coach. 2nd down and 8. Cougars trips to their bench. Single receiver up top, shotgun, offset to the right. Ball is snapped, looking deep. Under pressure, releases the ball, complete to Matthew Bookman, who just ran a crossing pattern out of the backfield with his trip side. 3rd down. Big play by Matthew Bookman. Third down, 3 yards to go. Delaware Valley stay with their 5-man front. Cougars come out in a pistol formation, 2 backs. Bookman deep, double reverse to Casadas, who's going to get the first down and more. Big play by the Cougars. We're going to get something going. 1st down and 10 up past the 30-yard line, and a great call by Cougars on a reverse to the speedster Casadas. And, of course, they're going to overplay Bookman, who's the workhorse in the backfield for the Cougars. Big play, and this is going to be something.
That was a good read by Casadas because the perimeter, they had 2 people out on the perimeter. That's why he had to cut it back in. That was a good read by the wide receiver.
Showed his athleticism there. Trips formation, play action, looking to throw the ball over the middle, complete, and the Cougars have something going. And this is where they're feeding off of stopping Delaware Valley on 4th down. And a big, big play across the middle. So Del Val now back on their heels as the Cougars are approaching midfield. They're on their own 43-yard line, but they have something going right now. And they're feeding off of that, stopping them on 4th down. Bookman offset to the left, 2 receivers each side. Ball goes to Bookman, who's going to break to the outside, but a great tackle. A great open field tackle by Justin Kalitsnik. 2nd and 10. Because I think he was the only man there. He doesn't make that play. There's a lot of daylight.
Yep.
Tyler Wolf talking to Coach Bookman, bringing in the play on 2nd and 10. Coach Bookman knows this is a huge series. They've already flipped the field regardless of what happens on this drive, but he wants points out of this. 2 receivers each side. Shotgun set. Looks to flare it out. Ball is tapped. That's going to be incomplete. Nice job by the D lineman. Looks like Ryan Patiglia, or probably Pataglia. 3rd and 10. So Del Val, 3rd and 10. We'll see if they elect to go back to that nickel, respecting the Cougars' passing game, and that's exactly what they're in right now. 3-man rush, cover 2, nickel package. Cougars are coming out, trips to the short side of the field to their bench. Shotgun. Formation to the bench. Tyler Ruff looking to pass under pressure, and he's going to be caught in the backfield by the man who just batted the ball down, Battaglia, and he's playing a good defensive tackle right now, Bob, and I know you as a former defensive line coach, you're appreciating that kind of play. Luke Russo on the punt. Looks like Ramirez and Cook are deep. Under pressure, and that's going to be a flag. Fair catches it, but I believe it's going to be a first down. Roughing the kicker, personal foul.
Good call, Coach.
And that is a big, big penalty against Delaware Valley, who was going to get the ball back. And the Cougars will look to capitalize on this because this isn't the NFL where it's one or the other.
Right.
This is going to be an automatic first down, personal foul. Cougars on the move. Get to keep the football. This is big. So Del Val looking right now at hurting themselves, not getting the first down on 4th and short. Roughing the passer after 2 great plays by the D tackle, Battaglia. This is going to be huge to see if Delaware Valley can stop them or if the Cougars can capitalize. They cross midfield to the 46-yard line. Cougars break the huddle. Get the call from Coach Brookman. Conversation with Wolf and Casadas. We have an empty backfield. Motion to Casadas. Back to the backfield. Gives the ball to Matt Casadas as a running back. And a new wrinkle there.
Yeah, we didn't see that play all year.
No, because Matt Casadas, strictly a receiver,
Right.
ran the ball, and I'm sure they have a play off of that. Play action, looking out to the receivers, looking out to Bookman, who was actually playing receiver on that play. A nice little scheme by Coach Bookman, 2nd down and 9.
Won't be surprised if you see Tyler go up top now.
Trips to the wide side of the field, tough snap. Ball goes to Bookman. Aiden Black, I believe, gets the first one through. And that's a big loss of yardage. We're looking at 3rd and long. And I think it all started with a little bit of a bobbled snap. Looks like 3rd and 14 or 15. So Coach Brookman wants to get some of this back because if he gets half of this back, he would probably go for it. Let's see what happens. Trips to the short side of the field. Shotgun set. Brookman in the backfield on the formation side. Nickel package, cover 2 for Del Val. Double move, and he's looking deep. And he makes the catch.
Great catch.
What a catch by Coach Shamani with one hand. Double covered, and just an outstanding athletic play by Connor Shamani to come down with that play. Unbelievable. 2 men on him because they're in their cover 2. And just an outstanding. Can't say enough about this young man. What a catch. Turned his entire possession around that right now on 3rd and long. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Here come the Cougars.
And that's why Shamani's a Division I wide receiver coach. Just on that play alone.
Under pressure, they're going to go to screen to Magnus. Out by himself, gets a block, makes a move, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. A great call. Del Val never felt it, got the pressure on. Screen pass, big play to Magnus. And a 1st and goal for the Cougars from the 4-yard line. And I thought he got closer to that. I guess he stepped out of bounds.
It just shows you how determined Matthews was there. Matthews was hit twice. But he said nobody's going to stop him, and nobody did. Good job, Mattis.
Pistol formation, 2 backs going to Matt Bookman. Into the teeth of the defense. Keeps his legs moving. Delaware Valley's tough with their D tackles.
Yeah.
Tough to run off tackle. Rodriguez coming into the game for the Cougars. Matthews coming off the field. And we have a timeout by the defense. And I'm sure Coach Alsper wants to talk it over with the D. Second down and goal after a loss of yardage. Second and goal from the 6. And you could talk about big plays that turn a game around. And the first big play was stopping them, Bob, on 4th and short. Next big play is overcoming a big sack on the bobbled snap, going up with Connor Shamani with one hand, and then the screen pass to Matthews. All this is complimentary football, and they're just moving the ball down the field. Getting it very excited here in the booth, Coach. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up here. I might be leaping down on the field with this kind of an atmosphere. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the half. Cougars want to put some points on the board.
But, Coach, we got to go back to the catch by Shamani there. 2 defenders there, 2 great athletes against 1 great athlete, Connor Shamani. Went up with one hand. It looked like Odell Beckham of the Giants. And that's the kind of athletic ability Connor Shamani has.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable ability. He just gets better every game. Shotgun formation. Hand off to Bookman. Keeps his feet going.
Come on.
Looking for the corner. Finishes the run. Finishes well. Puts his head down. Takes the hit with his shoulder. 3rd down. 3rd and goal, and you know Coach Bookman's saying 2 plays to make 2 yards. That's what he's looking at right now. That's what he's going to tell Tyler Wolf as he's walking into the huddle. 2 plays to make 2 yards. Matt Bookman in the backfield out of the gun. Even set, 2 receivers each side. Handoff, up the middle. Tough sledding, gets a yard. And just like we said, Coach, 2 downs to make 2 yards, and that's exactly the position they're in right now. Del Val showing some toughness with their D tackles, but they're down to the 1-yard line. Tyler Wolf getting a long discussion with head coach Dennis Bookman, trying to get and finish this drive. And Matt Bookman goes wide, leaving Ryan Magnus in the backfield. So the Cougars move a little over anxious, and now coach has to make a decision between a field goal and going for it, because there's going to be movement on the Cougars. It was interesting formation as he moved Matt Bookman out to receiver, kept Ryan Magnus in the backfield. Dead ball, Cougars moved. Decision time for Coach Bookman, and I see number 15 coming onto the field. And I have to say, I don't blame Coach here. He was going to go for it on 4th and short, but 4th and 6, you have a leg with Luke Rousseau. He's going to go for 3. And this is all after a roughing the punter drive by Del Val. So before the ball snap, we have whistles. Dead ball foul.
What's the call?
Illegal player on defense. So they may have had 12 men on the field. I'm trying to count. I'm not sure what he's saying. If it was a legal player or delay a game. Well, whatever the call is, and I apologize, everybody. I don't know what the call was. But the Cougars, a dead ball foul against Del Val. But why isn't the ball going back to where it was? I guess it's half the distance to the goal.
Yeah.
So half distance to the goal, they're going to stick with the field goal. And they have an excellent kicker in Luke Rousseau. Ball's down, kick is up, and it's good. So it looked like it went a little bit to the left, not dead down the middle, but nonetheless, 3 points for the Cougars. And we'll talk a little bit about that drive, Bob. We starts with 4th and 1 for Del Val, who doesn't get it. Couple big runs, couple big plays by the Cougars. Bobble, snap, sack, roughing the passer. Big play to Connor Shamani. And a great screen pass to Ryan Matthews. I would call that finishing the drive. Even though we got the 3 points instead of the 6.
Right, you had to come away with some points on the board there.
They looked at first flip in the field, and they just kept coming at the Delaware Valley, who's playing very good defense. 7-3 with 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go, and I think it's a confidence builder for the hometown Cougars. Luke Rousseau, every high school football coach knows the importance of a kicker and a punter. And what a great addition to this staff. I apologize. Great addition to this team. Luke Rousseau, his coaching staff appreciates every aspect of this game, and Luke Rousseau certainly helps his team out. Deep kick down inside the 5-yard line. Delaware Valley takes the return toward their bench, breaks a couple tackles, but I do see a flag down thrown by Harry Caskey. So this ball's going to come back. So not a bad return, but it's coming back.
Coach, Russo reminds me of a tremendous player you coached in Drew Orth.
Oh, yes. Drew Orth was kicked for Bucknell. Great kicker for us. Took us to an 11-1 record in 2007. We eventually lost to the team that went to the state title, Parkland. But this is big. I mean, you're looking at Cougars now sitting in really, really good position inside the 20-yard line. We got, as our official tonight, Harry Caskey along with Mark Hartzell, John and Chris Basic, Dave Novraki, and Kevin Harry. And we're all the way down to the 10-yard line, it looks like. So it all depends on where the infraction happened. So Del Val's going to change a little bit of what they're going to do as their backs are against their own end zone. Shotgun, double tight. Single receiver to each side. Ball goes to Sasha. He's trying to get perimeter, and it's tough sledding. Great job by the Cougar defense. Looked to me like Jim Beltray was definitely in on that play, preventing Sasha from getting any yardage at all, and I'm not sure what the call is here. So a timeout, an official's timeout. We have an official's timeout, folks. We're not sure if there was a penalty on this because they're keeping first down on the sideline. It looks to be like it's 1st and 5.
Coach, I don't understand the call.
We didn't see a signal, so unless it was offsides, 5 yards. So the Delaware Valley running the ball straight at the Cougars off tackle, maybe 2 or 3 yards. Cougars are tightening up on defense. You go from that first drive that Delaware Valley drove the field. Cougars definitely tightened up since then. 2nd and short. I formation, quarterback under the center. Not a lot of running room, but breaks to the outside, so there's nothing off tackle for Sasha, but he broke it outside, and it looks to me like it's a first down for Del Val. And again, I believe Jim Beltray in on the stop, along with Connor Shamani. Ray Abreu coming off the field. 2 minutes and 55 seconds for Del Val in the first half as they have a first down on the 25. Play action. Throws the ball upfield, and it is complete. First down. So nice play action by C.J. Ross to complete the pass. 1st and 10. Delaware Valley past the 40-yard line. Coach Steele signaling the defense. Del Val spreading out a little bit in shotgun, staying on the ground. Gets minimal gain, maybe 5 yards, but they got to start looking at the clock. I don't think the Cougars have an issue with giving up a 5-yard run. 2 timeouts remaining, I believe, for Del Val. 2 timeouts remaining for the Cougars. Del Val's going with no huddle. 1 back, even front. Play action. Gives the ball to Sasha, maybe a yard, 2 at the most. Cougar defense really tightening up, Bob. You got to love the way the D tackles are playing, the linebackers are playing right now. Front 7 doing a great job.
Yeah, they've turned the table since that opening drive, Coach. They're hitting, swarming all over the ball. Great job by the defense.
Del Val under the center. Completes to the big tight end. Black gets down to the 40-yard line. Aiden Black, big recruit, made the tackle. Ryan Matthews among them. And a big down for Delaware Valley as they're moving the ball to the Cougar 40-yard line. 1:33 to go.
Why isn't the clock running? No,
First down. This should move as soon as the chains are moved. 2-back set. Play action. Rolls to the bench. Throws the ball downfield. Nobody there. Closest person to the ball was Connor Shamani. 2nd and 10. As he's running a little bit of waggle action, which means he's going to run a fake to the running backs. Guard will pull out in front of the quarterback to protect him. Waggle's been around forever, and that's exactly what Keith Ulsimer did under the center as opposed to shotgun. 2nd and 10. Cougars staying in their 4-man front. Del Val getting some instructions from the sideline. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Del Val still in the huddle. 2nd and 10. Shotgun. Down the middle of the field, complete. And just a soft pass seam up the middle to Jaden Ramirez. He gets the ball inside the 15-yard line and just split that cover 2 down the middle of the field on a seam. 1st and 10 for Del Val. Shotgun, no backs. And under such great pressure by Beltray, someone you talk about all the time, Bob Schnee. With no backs, nothing was stopping Jim Beltray from coming through.
Yeah, that was an outstanding effort by Beltray there. He knows what's at stake here.
No backs, didn't have enough people to block everybody, and Cougars were coming after Ross, who had absolutely no time to get rid of that ball. And that's when you look for a turnover, when you have pressure that quickly right up the field. 2 receivers each side. Del Val making some adjustments. Plenty of time on the play clock. 1 back set. Now motion. A quick out again to Ramirez. So Ramirez goes in motion, does a quick out in the flats. Delaware Valley on the move. Looks like they're somewhere around the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. So an impressive drive here by Del Val. Cougars doing everything they can to stop them with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining. 3 backs. Last time they kept and rolled on the play action. Let's see what they do this time. Second back through. He's tough run. He was hit early in the backfield. It looked like Matt Bookman had him early. And Beltray finishes the run hard. He's down to the 1 yard line. Clock's running. Inside 48 seconds. Take your time, Cougars. Give them less time. Down to 40 seconds, Coach. Del Val gets on the ball, staying with the 3-back set. Gives the ball off. Stumbling and bumbling, but eventually Sasha gets in. With 25 seconds to go, I have to say it was an impressive drive by Del Val, who's going to start the second half with the ball. If they make this score, they're going to go up 14-3.
Yeah, you got to give Delaware Valley credit. Their offense.
.25 seconds left in the half. Delaware Valley with an impressive drive inside 2 minutes. I know Coach Ulsberg works that 2-minute drill every day at practice, as does Coach Bookman. 14-3, 25 seconds remaining. And I would expect Delaware Valley not to kick this ball deep, but I'm up in the booth, Coach, so you never know what's going to happen. But if they do kick it short, and I'm telling you, they're within 60, 65 yards, Coach Bookman won't be the type to sit on it.
All right.
He believes so much in his team. He has his team believing in themselves, believing in their teammates, believing in the system, and maybe the toughest sell is getting your student athletes to believe in your system. Our kids certainly do. I talk to Coach Bookman every week, and he's just running an outstanding program with an outstanding staff, veteran staff who had a great write-up about him last week, and Coach Jim Drumheller. Coach Jeff Perkowski is our special teams coach, and I know he's expecting a squib. He has all of his athletes on the field. With 25.3 seconds to go, let's see what Coach Ulsmer elects to do. And they're going to kick it short, but he's kicking it to an athlete in Connor Shamani. So, ball on the 40-yard line, and I know there's a lot of excitement down on that field, a lot of good athletes, and let's see what Coach Bookman elects to do. He believes in Tyler Wolf. He believes in the athletes and the offensive line he has on that field. Although most high school coaches now saying, I'm not going 60 yards in 20 seconds, Coach Bookman's just the elite, and he has a lot of things up his sleeve. So let's see what happens here as we're coming out with 1 back, shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Delaware Valley in a nickel package, and they stay on the ground, and a great job by Del Val, and that's going to run the clock out. So smart play by Coach Bookman. Run the ball. Let's go in the locker room. Let's talk about this. It's 14-3. We're in for a battle. We're home. It's homecoming events coming up.
Coach, a big turnout by the student body again tonight. Very proud of them that they're backing their classmates here. And the crowd alone.
At this point, Lady Cougars doing a nice job defense.
Says push it for Morocco. Loose on the
I feel like Jordan, give me the rock and I'm scoring.
Krasinski will kick it ahead of the wall.
I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run in my pace.
Harley Krasinski, 0-0 for Hazleton
They
area.
know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
The GP will see you now.
Each day I wake up, I'm waiting. 'Cause I don't know how I'm gonna make it. All of these monsters I'm facing, oh, you know what it is, help me sing it. Oh, I see the giants, giants. Oh, I see the giants, giants. But I'm not alone, got my sword in my hands. Giants, they try to take over the land, but we won't be moved by the monsters of man. They gon' fall down, we gon' stand. Hey, 'cause I see them fall, I see them fall. I see the change coming soon, dog, man, I seen it all. I seen it all. Giants, they stand tall for a minute, but I seen the gall. I seen the gall. Looking down on me like I'm finished, but don't know the call. They don't know the call. I see the downcast and afflicted, man, I see the small. I see the small. These giants, they wanna try hard to kill us, but who playing ball? Man, who playing ball? I see them fall. I see them fall. Man, I see them fall. Said I see them fall. I see them fall. I see them fall. I see them fall. I see my mama crying real tears. I seen that cancer coming still pierce. I seen a little girl.
How are you? I'm good.
She is a 3-year letter winner on the varsity field hockey team and currently serves as captain. Mia's future plans include attending either Virginia Tech or Westchester University to major in business management. Mitchell is the son of John and Patricia Ossifat. He is a member of Executive Council, the National Honor Society, and the football team. He plans on attending Penn State University main campus. Next, we have Miracle Brunette, escorted by Christian Price. Miracle is the daughter of Sharon Ducott Brunette. She is a member of the Spirit Club and the cheerleading squad. She hopes to attend Temple University to major in either acting or business. Christian is the son of Christian and Michelle Price. He is captain of the football team, a member of the National Honor Society, and participated in Rachel's Challenge. His college plans have yet to be decided. Haley Kashchak, escorted by Luke Russo. Haley is the daughter of Tara and John Klinger and Brad Kashchak. She is the student council president, the captain and 4-year letter winner of the girls soccer team, a letter winner in track and field, and a member of Key Club, Spirit Club, Executive Council, and the National Honor Society. Haley has committed to California University of Pennsylvania to play soccer and pursue a career as a pediatric occupational therapist. Luke is the son of Anthony and Nicole Russo. He's a member of Executive Council, the National Honor Society, the varsity baseball team, and the varsity football team, where he was named 2020 All-Eastern PA football punter and the 2019 and 2020 NPF football first team punter. Luke plans to attend Fairleigh Dickinson University to major in information technology and to continue his baseball career. Camilla Arias, escorted by Connor Wolf. Camilla is the daughter of Hernan and Gabriele Arias. She is a member of Executive Council, Key Club, Spirit Club, the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, and is a captain of the varsity girls soccer team. Camila's future plans include attending college to pursue a career in aviation. Connor is the son of Susan and Darren Wolf. He is a member of Student Council, Executive Council, a 2-year letter winner in boys volleyball, and a state qualifier in FBLA. Connor plans to attend college to major in pharmaceuticals. Francesca Onziani, escorted by Shazan Katani. Francesca is the daughter of Franklin and Maciel Onziani. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Spirit Club, and Executive Council. She plans to attend college to become a traveling nurse. Shazan is the son of Mohammed and Sabina Katani. He is a member of Executive Council, National Honor Society, and the boys soccer team. Shazan will attend college to pursue a career as an accountant. Mia Mornell, escorted by Jonathan Joseph. Mia is the daughter of Matt and Tricia Mornell. She is a member of Student Council, Spirit Club, Key Club, Executive Council, History Club, and the National Honor Society. Mia hopes to attend Penn State University main campus with a currently undecided major. Jonathan is the son of Jennifer and Michael Joseph. He is a member of Executive Council, Spirit Club, and the golf and basketball teams. Jonathan's college choice is currently undecided. Frania Villar is escorted by Joey Zizzo. Frania is the daughter of Ara Monegro and Jose Villar. She is a member of the Spirit Club, Executive Council, and the varsity cheerleading squad. She hopes to attend Lynn University in Florida to major in early education with a minor in fashion and retail. Joey is the son of Robert Zizzo and Rosetta Spagnola. He is a member of the soccer team and the executive council and a manager for the football team. His future plans are currently undecided. Next, we have Lauren Festa, Marlon Gonzalez, and Jacob Palermo. Lauren is the daughter of Carrie Festa and Marty Festa. She is a member of the swimming and track and field teams. Lauren's college choice is currently undecided. Marlon is the son of Maria and Pedro Gonzalez. He is a member of Student Council and the National Honor Society. Marlon would like to attend Temple University to major in biology. Jacob is the son of Jen Casarella and Wes Palermo. Jacob is an honor roll student and a member of the golf and swimming teams. He plans to go to college and participate in the PGA management course. Angeli Tejeda, escorted by Adrian Figueroa. Angeli is the daughter of Felicia Ramos and Bernardo Tejeda. She is a member of HOSA and National Honor Society. She plans to continue her education at either Bloomsburg, Wilkes, or Penn State University to pursue a career in nursing. Adrian is the son of Ingrid and Estella Figueroa. He is a member of the National Honor Society and Student Council. Adrian would like to attend a trade school and then open a restaurant. Yari Cabreja is escorted by Danny Arias. Yari is the daughter of Jeanette Martinez. She is a member of Executive Council, E4E, Spirit Club, and the National Honor Society. She hopes to pursue a career as a mechanic. Danny is the son of Wendy Marrero and Danny Arias. He is a member of Executive Council, Key Club, president of the Psychology Club, manager of the swimming team, and captain of both Winter and Color Guard. Danny will attend college to major in lighting design to pursue a career in stage and film. Laceri Rivera is escorted by Jason Lazar. Laceri is the daughter of Laceri Rivera and Jonathan Lopez. She is a member of Rachel's Challenge. Her future plans include becoming a police officer. Jason is the son of Mark and Judine Lazar. He is a member of the baseball team, and his future plans are undecided at this time. And now we will have our crowning of our king and queen for homecoming. Here to crown our winning couple are the class of 2022 faculty honorees, Mrs. Janet Gasser, Mr. John Berta, and Mr. Brooks Betcher. And now our winning royalty. First, our homecoming king is Adrian Figueroa. And our homecoming queen is Francesca Anziani. Congratulations to all these fine young men and women representing our student body tonight. Our principals, Dr. Constant, Mrs. Ernst, and Mrs. Herman, and the student council advisors, Mrs. Bannon and Mr. Turi, would like to thank everyone who helped to make the homecoming parade, bonfire, and crowning ceremony possible. And thank you to everyone who attended these events and supported our students. Let's have a big round of applause for our court. This concludes our homecoming activities for this evening.
Yeah. Ow! Yeah. Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind and the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. Gotta do it big, that's the only way to live. Gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. Gotta do it big. That's the only way to live. Come on. Yeah, come on.
At this point, Lady Cougars doing a nice job defensively.
Says push it for Morocco. Loose on the
I feel like Jordan, give me the rock and I'm scoring.
Krasinski will kick it ahead of the wall.
I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I told him out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run in my pace.
Harley Krasinski, 0-0 for Hazleton area.
They know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Oh, definitely. Welcome back to Harmon Guy Stadium, where the Cougars of Hazleton area are taking on the Warriors of Delaware Valley, 14-3 at the end of the first half in favor of Delaware Valley. I'm Rocco Petrone, here with Bob Schnee and Samantha Neiman, our spotter. And we knew coming into this game it was going to be a battle of 6A District 2 teams. And Coach Schnee, that's exactly what we're seeing at the end of 2 quarters. A lot of football to play.
That's correct, and covering the Cougars all year, this is the plot that they set for us every game. Get behind and they come back. Hopefully tonight's the same way. Get out of here with a victory. I know the coaches made the adjustments during halftime, looking for a different half coming the second half. But while we're on here, Coach, I'd like to talk about a former head coach, one of yourselves and my best friends, coached 5 decades. Jim Drumhiller. They had a full-blown article in the Standard Speaker, well-deserved for the years of service and what he's done for kids for 35 years. And some of the comments, it doesn't matter what me or Coach Petrone or anybody else said. The most important thing is where it's coming from, the kids. And I'm going to give you some of the comments. Connor Shamani, Coach Drummy's a father figure. There's so much to say about him. Can't get a better compliment than that off of a kid. Ryan Mattis, his knowledge of the game is second to none. Matthew Casadas, he means a lot to the program. He has a positive attitude, effect on everyone. Matthew Bookman, he's been a phenomenal leader, coach, friend. He's one of the most perfect coaches you could ask for. His relationships with his players is amazing. He's fun to be around and brings energy to every practice and every game.
You can't say enough about Jim Drumheller. As a coach, as a teacher, as a mentor, he was my right-hand man when I coached as head coach for 10 years. We coached together under Richie Matz as 2 assistants for 21 years. Can't say enough. That article is all about his coaching, which he is second to none after 5 decades. But I can tell you firsthand, as principal, former principal of Hazelton High School, and he was one of the teachers in the building. As an educator, there's just nobody better. God bless Coach Drumheller. Del Val will start with the ball in the second half. Sasha's going to return it from the 10-yard line up to about the 25-yard line, where Delaware Valley will start the second half. Tackle looks like among the Cougars was Kevin Guzman. And we'll see the kind of adjustments Coach Bookman's going to make, kind of adjustments Coach Ulsmer will make. They're spotting the ball on the 25-yard line. Harry Caskey, the official with the Basic brothers, Herzl, Navraki, and Harry. 1st and 10, Del Val with a double tight set. Single back. Gives the ball off, and the Cougars swarm tackle, as Coach Snee likes to say, for a big loss. Beltray in there, along with Mitchell Maston. And it's going to be 2nd and long, and that's how the Cougars want to come out to start this second half, Bob. They don't want to give Del Val much here to hang their hat on. Down 14-3, down by 2 scores. It's going to be a battle. Shotgun set, double tight. It's not double tight anymore. Formation up top toward the Del Val bench. Offset to the Cougar bench. Shotgun, looking to throw, under pressure. Ross takes off, looking for his receiver, and he hits the tight end, Aiden Black. We have a flag down, and I believe it's going to come back.
Yeah, Coach, I believe he went out of bounds and came back in and was the first to touch.
So that would be illegal touching if Bob Schnee's correct, and it looks like it's going against Del Val as they're walking back toward their huddle.
Coach, while we have a little break in the action here, another one of your assistant coaches, Mark Koskolitz, also made the paper. Not only is he in the Ring of Honor down at Susquehanna University, his 1986 team, which won the MAC, is being inducted into the Susquehanna Hall of Fame this past Saturday. Mark's father, Bernie, was head football coach at West Hazelton High School from 1973 to 1981 under a long time, and also was assistant coach under a long time coach at West Hazelton, Gassie Horn. But again, another person that you talk to kids, and again, it doesn't matter what me or you say, it's what kids say, because that's who the one that you're dealing with. And I've never come across a kid that didn't have the utmost respect or things to say about Coach Koskolitz. So another quality person that you had on your coaching staff, and also a great educator.
Yes, someone I absolutely counted on was Coach Koskolitz, another teacher in the high school. Coach K and I were together as assistants in the Cougars under Richie Matz, and then he became the man I counted on with the offensive line and the defense for many, many years when I was head coach. Also a great math teacher, retired from teaching along with Coach Drumheller, retired from teaching. Great bunch of guys. Delaware Valley under pressure, and it looks like an interception. Cougars come back with the ball. Great pressure, and I believe Mitchell Massey came down with it. And C.J. Ross, 2 ill-advised plays back-to-back, and the Cougars, who were starting on defense, well, this is like starting on offense now, Coach. It's like having the ball both sets of the half, and what a great play. I guess it was Connor Shamani. I don't know if it was it Connor Shamani who made that interception. I misspoke and said it was Mitchell Massey. It was Connor Shamani with those great hands. Great interception, Connor. 1st and 10 Cougars. 2 receivers to each side. Ball's going to Bookman to the weak side. Running hard and gets a lot of positive yardage. 2nd down and 5. And this is exactly how Coach Bookman wanted to start the second half. Big turnover, Bob. Changes the entire game.
Yeah, it looked like in the second half, the adjustments Coach Deal made, plus the attitude coming out, they look very hungry coming out. They want to pop people in this second half.
2nd down, we'll call it 6. Trips to the Delaware Valley bench. Single receiver up top. And Tyler's looking single receiver side to Matthew Casadas inside the 5-yard line.
Great catch by Casadas going up. Great throw, Tyler Wolf.
1st and goal from the 5.
Coach, this second half is going to be who has the better skilled people, who has the better athletes. And I'm going on this, that we have the much better skilled and athletic people, and you're going to see that in the second half here.
Very determined offense coming out in the second half after the defensive turnover. 1st and goal from the 5. Motion. Ball goes to Bookman right off tackle. Touchdown. And this game has completely just turned around as the Cougars, in a matter of minutes to start the second half, have put points on the board, their first touchdown in the game, and that's coaching and halftime adjustments.
Yeah, I think, Coach, they rehearse this every week before they come out for the second half. Great job, kids. Great job.
Luke Russo's up for the kick. It goes through, but flags are down. Dead ball. It's moving by the Cougars. So Connor Shamani sets this up with the big interception. Matthew Casadas goes single receiver side to the right side of the field. And when he's single receiver side, you got to cover him one-on-one, which is just a tough task. Great job, great pass by Tyler Wolf. Luke Russo gets another shot at it. Ball is up, and it's wide to the left. So that's a tough break. 14-9 as opposed to 14-10. But the Cougars get on the board quick to start the second half. And I got to tell you, they believe in themselves. They believe in the system. They believe in their coaching staff. Coaches did a great job to adjust to start the second half. Both sides of the ball. Now special teams will do their part. Cougars playing tough against the run, and if you take away the run against Delaware Valley and force C.J. Ross to throw, they're sitting in a much better position, and that's exactly what they did to start the second half of this football game. Boy, I have to tell you, Del Val right now is thinking they need to establish some first downs, and what can they do to move against this stellar Cougar defense?
I don't know, Coach. They look a little stunned to me coming out here in the second half.
Connor Shamani, he has so many big plays throughout the season, but 2 are going to stand out right now with that INT and that one-hand catch to set up the field goal at the end of the second quarter. So Luke Russo, coming off one of his rare misses, is going to kick from the hash, the Cougar hash, puts the ball up, And inside the 5-yard line, Sasha will return, going right up the middle, up to about the 30-yard line, toward the Cougar bench. So that's Sasha. He likes to run north and south, just the way a coach wants your back to run. And the Cougars riding high now on that defensive setup to set up the first score. Matthew Bookman running hard. Matthew Cassell has a big catch. The Cougar athletes taking control of this game, and now Del Val comes up with a whole different pro set. Twins, I formation, run off the tight end. The Cougars are right there. Very minimal gain. Delaware Valley coming back to a power game, but Cougars are standing strong. 2nd and 7.
Good job by the interior people there, staying down, as you said, pad to pad. Good job, Maximo, Arroyo.
Power set, runs the waggle, under pressure from Beltray, and he's going to get him.
Yeah.
So a big sack, Jim Beltray, and we're looking at 3rd and long, and this is a whole different game to start the second half. Mitchell Maston in there as well, and just a great start for the Cougar defense. 3rd and very, very long, and again, not the position Coach Olsenwer wants to put C.J. Ross in. Delaware Valley forte is running the ball off tackle with their big backs.
Looks like a penalty on Del Val.
It's going to be illegal participation against Del Val.
Again, we talk every week about Beltray. What a motor. What a weapon. I mean, he attacks people. He attacks the ball runner. He has the mentality that he's going to make a tackle on every play. That's what I love about the kid. He wants to make the tackle on every play. If he's not there, he takes the pursuit angle to be there.
So we're having an official conference right now after they called the legal participation. Scoreboard showing 3rd and 17, but they did not walk it off yet. In discussion from John Basic and Harry Caskey, I think may waive this off. So they wave off the flag. So we'll stay with 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Early in the 3rd quarter, we have another big play here, Coach.
Cougars sitting, and it looks like maybe disguising a cover two. Shift by Del Val to a trip set, and again, CJ's under pressure, throws the ball up, and it's going to be intercepted again, this time by Trey Corchado. And I have to tell you, the Cougar defense came out unbelievable, and now we have a flag. Maybe a sideline warning, something simple as that. But a big INT by Trey Corchado, who had a big interception last week, Coach.
Yep.
Up in Back Mountain. And I'm not sure what this flag is.
That's what it was, Coach. Sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Yep.
So they're not going to walk that off on the first one. It's just going to be just as we say. It's a warning.
But how about this defense, Coach?
Cougars looking very good defensively. That's what it is, a warning. Got to love the D right now. Cougars break the huddle. Defense setting up the offense again. 2 receivers each side, shotgun. Matthew Bookman offset to the Del Val side. Del Val back on their heels, sitting in a cover 2 5-man front. Showing blitz, motion by Rodriguez. Quick pass out to Christian Price, close to a first down.
Good job by Price. That's an 8-yard catch. Good job.
And a great setup. I mean, the scheme was there. We had motion by Rodriguez. You see Del Val go with the motion back, flaring out, and just a quick pass to Price. Great call. 2nd and 2. Even set, 2 receivers each side. Now we got motion wide side again with Casadas down low. Option to the wide side. Bookman finishes strong, close to a first down. So Coach Bookman showing all kinds of looks right now and giving things that Delaware Valley did not see in the first half. And keep your eye on single receiver wide side. It's going to be tough to stop, whether it's Casadas or whether it's Shamani, Price.
That was a good play by the Delaware defense. Their discipline of staying home on that play.
Third down. Quick handoff to Matt Bookman. Close to a first down. And if he doesn't get it, we'll be looking at 4th and short. So big call coming up here from Coach Bookman and the Delaware Valley defense. Winding the clock, meaning it's 4th and very short. And one of the biggest plays right now, the second half coming right here. Cougars want to capitalize after a big turnover as they did the first turnover. One back set. And they pull them off sides. Tyler Wolf keeps it himself and definitely has the first down. I actually thought he pulled them offside and should have got on the penalty.
I saw that also, Coach. Good eyes. They're improving since we
started. I don't know about that. I can't say my eyes are improving, but I just got lucky. 6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's been all Hazleton area in the second half, 14-9. This time he has Bookman out at receiver, Matthews in the backfield, and they may be calling movement on the center. First and 15. With the Cougar offense, Bob, I have to tell you, these penalties aren't going to mean as much when you have an explosive offense. When you have a power offense and you're cloud of dust and getting 2 and 3 yards at a clip is one thing. When you have the offense Coach Bookman has, 5 yards at times does not mean as much as it does for some teams. Trips up top, single receiver side, Casadas on the bottom. He's going way up top. Shamani, touchdown! No, I thought he had it. Connor Shamani, who comes down with that ball, and such a high percentage of times, did not come down with it that time. And what an exciting football game. And I have to tell you, every single time that ball goes up to number 6, I got to believe he's coming down with it.
And great on the offensive line, giving Wolf that time to make that pass. Great job by the offensive line. Good job, guys.
Offensive line's playing extremely well in both running and passing game. And I got to tell you, Tyler Wolf put that ball right in the money as well.
Yep.
Looks like Price's single receiver side, pistol formation. A little bit of a delayed handoff to Bookman, who breaks perimeter, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And Bob, we're looking at close to about 3rd and 11. And Coach Bookman's going to play 2 downs to get 11 yards. And if he doesn't get close enough on that 4th down, he has a very, very strong leg in Luke Russo. Delaware Valley comes out in a nickel package. Cougars come out, 2 receivers to each side. I'm expecting motion, single receiver. Let's see. Nope, he snaps the ball. Tyler Wolf throws down the middle. Crossing pattern, maybe a dig pattern by Casadas. Tough hit, incomplete pass, 4th and 11. Now the ball is spotted on the 26. That would be about a 43-yarder, Coach, if he does go for it. Coach Bookman's not even looking right now for a field goal. He has his offense on the field. So Del Val, I'm sure, will stay with their nickel package on 4th and 11. And I like single receiver side here possibly. Or wouldn't be surprised if it's something to Bookman underneath. 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun. Motion, single receiver, Shamani. Tyler Wolf's looking the formation side. Look at the formation side. He's running. Gets hit out of bounds. Will not get the first down. So Delaware Valley holds strong, gets a turnover on downs. 4:40 in the third quarter. Great effort on both sides.
Yeah, Coach, that's where Tyler just has to make an attempt. Even if the ball's intercepted, you're not getting the first down anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what. Del Val can do nothing right now in the second half. This Cougar defense, led by Ryan Matthews, he was in there before the running back even got the ball, and that's when you cause turnovers. Great play, number 10, Ryan Matthews, 2nd and 13. And not the game Del Val wants to play. They want to get 4 or 5 yards at a clip on the ground like they did in the first half. And they're not getting any of that. What great adjustments by Coach Bookman, Coach Deal, and the entire defensive staff. 2nd and long. And if Ross goes back to the air here, could spell trouble, as I believe we're going to have a timeout by Delaware Valley. They're first in the second half. And in a close game, you don't want to use your timeouts like that. But right now, Cougars have Delaware Valley completely confused. Negative yardage in the second half. 2 turnovers. Not the way Coach Osmer wrote it up in the locker room, I can tell you that much. Coach Bookman, great adjustments.
Yeah, Coach, from here, it just looks like they're standing there with cement shoes and we're a step or 2 quicker than they are. Again, what you just related to. Great adjustments at halftime.
And you have a very, very determined Cougar football team on both sides of the ball, playing with so much heart and so much desire. But listen, you said it. Look at Berwick. The Berwick game, they came back. They came back against Pittston. They came back against Dallas up in Back Mountain. 2 of the 3 games were won on the road, coming from behind.
Harrisburg, they had no points, came back. They stayed in there and fought. They came to
So a big play by Sasha off tackle, and Osmer deciding to stay on the ground, off tackle, biggest play of the second half for Delaware Valley. Gives them some money as they approach the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it on the Cougar 49, and Del Val's coming back with their hurry up, no huddle, big running play by the running back, Sasha. Back to the ground this time. Number 1, Matt Bookman from the D-back position comes all the way up, hits him for a loss. Great call, Coach Deal. 2nd down and 11.
Great job, Matt Bookman. Way to come up, buddy.
Matt Bookman's as tough as they come. Both sides of the ball. There's a young man that would start for any high school football team in the state of Pennsylvania. Just an outstanding attitude, outstanding football player. His motor never stops. Harlem Cook coming wide to our side of the field on the Cougar side, double tight. Ball goes to the running back's hands. Footing forward. Great run by Joe Sasha. And it looks like another Delaware Valley first down. 5'7", 165 senior, doing all the work for Delaware Valley. Being spelled by Weinrich right now in the backfield. 1st and 10. Ball goes to Weinrich, who cuts to the power side toward the tight end and is going to pick up 8 or 9. And this is what Del Valley did, Bob, in the first half. Kind of got away from it with 2 pass interceptions in the second half. coming back to the run game.
Yep.
Justin Hernandez, offensive tackle, 6'4", 310 for Del Val Jr. And Aiden Black, 6'3", 225-pound sophomore tight end. That's two big boys they're running behind right now. Ball goes back to Weinrich.
Good job by Beltray.
And your boy Beltray with a big play. Jim Beltray playing extremely well for the Cougars, who's standing at 6'1", 195 junior. When you talk about the Cougars, you're always looking at 10th and 11th graders. Few seniors, but many of these student athletes will be back next season. 1:35 on the clock. Del Val decides to go on a 3rd and 2, decides to go back into the huddle. Play clock down to 15 seconds as C.J. Ross gets the call from the sideline, breaks the huddle with 10 seconds on the play clock. 3 backs, double tight. Cougars up close to the line of scrimmage, and another timeout by Del Val, and that could loom large in the fourth quarter, as he's already used 2 of 3 timeouts. Didn't want to, but I'm sure Coach Altsmer saw something he didn't like. And I don't know if you noticed, Coach, the linebackers for the Cougars filled up every gap, standing up close to the line of scrimmage. Right now it's like a chess match with these two coaches going at it. One in the air and one on the ground.
Right.
Coach Altsmer has to be thinking. 2 plays to get 1 yard. Well, they're saying it's 2 yards, but it looks to me like it's closer to 1. When he tried in the first half going to our left, as they're going to our right now, he ran a play action and was knocked out of bounds, didn't get the first down. See if he comes back to that. I'm sure he wants to hit off those big linemen again off his tight end to the right side. Cougars try to fill every gap, but he does go to the second back through, and the Cougars do get through. Great job, great pursuit by, it looked like the first man to hit him was Kayvon Meyer. So it's 4th down now and a little more than 2 yards, and an unbelievable play by Miner. Cougar crazies on their feet, getting behind their Cougar defense. Again, they're filling every gap. They go off tackle again, and this time I believe he has it, and that's just tough running. That time it was Paul Reinrich. He's listed as Paulie Reinrich, 6'1", 185-pound junior. So as the third quarter is coming to a close, they do not have to snap the ball. Let's see if they elect to. I formation. Ball is snapped. Great job. First man through is Ray Patch. And I'm surprised Del Val did snap the ball. With the lead 14-9, we're going to go into the fourth quarter. Cougars trying to come up with that third defensive play as they played 2 big turnovers with interceptions in quarter 3, and they want to try to do the same here now as we're looking at 2nd and long to start quarter number 4. Remember, these Cougars have done it in 3 straight games. Come back to take the lead in quarter 4, and we're going to see if they can do it for the 4th straight time. Don't leave your set, folks. Samantha Neiman, our spotter. I'm Rocco Patrol with Bob Schnee. Christopher Kozlov, broadcast teacher, brought this production to everyone on Channel 99 through the school district. With so many students giving up their Friday night, Victoria Kelly, Charlie Pavlowski, Brian Schaefer, Caitlin Stevenson, Roy Reyes, Eileen Mejia, Brian Anziani, Angelina Gallagher. How about these students, Bob? We got to give them a big clap in the booth as they gave up their Friday night. And that just goes to show you our student body is second to none. Take it from someone who was principal in that building for 12 years. It is nothing but positive when it comes to our student body. Don't believe everything you hear. Come and visit us guarantee you'll be just as impressed as I am. I am one proud former principal of Hazleton Area High School. Delaware Valley has the ball on second down, looking over to their coach after a timeout. Well, not after a timeout, but after a end of the third quarter. And now the official, I believe, is making them huddle up, and I'm not too sure why. So the ball was not spotted correctly. Second down, scoreboard saying 11. I'm seeing 2nd and 10, shotgun. Trips to the Cougar bench, and just nowhere to run. As Cougar defense led by Jim Beltray just completely taken over. Ray Abreu in there, along with Mitchell Maston. And I got to tell you, Cougar defense is just playing way, way, way above what they were playing in the second half. Coaching staff did a great job with their adjustments. We're looking at 3rd down and 15. Now, since they're going under the center, I got to believe a screen draw is coming. Play action play, tries to hit his receiver.
He fell down.
We have a flag thrown. He tried to go to Harlem Cook, and we'll see what the call is.
Coach, there should be no call here. The wide receiver fell down on his cut.
Well, I'm not too sure. They may have picked up the flag because I'm not seeing the white hat call anything. And it's 4th down, according to the scoreboard. Now there's a discussion, and we'll see what Harry Caskey says. Pass interference, defense, and that hurts. I'm not sure where that call came from. Bob Schnee, who's been around high school football for many, many years, saw the receiver fall. Nonetheless, interference is called, giving Del Val great field position on the 15. Handoff. Nowhere to run. Cougar defensive line taking over this game, led by one of their leaders, number 54, Ray Abreu. 2nd down and 10. It looks like double tight. One back set, one receiver to each side. They're going to go to this time to the running back, who's going to get just a few, and that is Paulie Weinrich. Minimal gain. 3rd down and long.
Again, Coach, another big play here for the Cougar defense with 10:20 left in the game here.
Absolutely, and Keith Olsworth didn't look for his kicker at all as far as field goals were concerned in the first half. I don't know if he has the leg to do it. If they don't get the first, it'll be an interesting call as the ball is on the 14-yard line. Changing personnel. Weinrich back in the backfield. Cook, Ross looking to throw, hits his man out in the flats, breaks the tackle, and gets down inside the cone, maybe down the 3-yard line, 2-yard line. I do see a flag on the play. I'm not sure what they could possibly call. Maybe a face mask against Cougars, unless we have an illegal pick against Del Val. Interesting call coming up here by the officials. Pass interference on the offense, so we do have an illegal pick by Delaware Valley. And a big, big break for the Cougars. as the ball was marked inside the 2-yard line. So the coach wants an explanation on the Delaware Valley sideline as the ball's marked all the way back to the 29-yard line for Delaware Valley. And in high school, it's a 15-yard penalty, of course, offensive interference. So it looks to me like they have it all straightened out. And I have to tell you, when I coached, it was a loss of down too, which was huge. Trip side to the Del Val bench. Cougars coming after them. He throws the ball out into the flats, incomplete, as Ross had very, very little time trying to hit Ramirez. And we're looking at 4th and very long.
Coach, a little breakdown on Cougar defense there. They had 3 receivers. We only had 2 people out there, as the assistant coaches right next to us were yelling.
Well, they played very, very well. It's 4th down, and there's not much Del Val can do here. I'm expecting them to throw the ball toward the end zone as deep as they possibly can. C.J. Ross in shotgun. Sasha in the backfield, under pressure. He's looking for the receiver screen to Cook. Breaks a couple tackles, gets inside. He's close to a first down, close to the original line of scrimmage. Won't get the first down, but a nice call by Del Val. So he did get close to the original line of scrimmage, but the Cougars will come out with their offense. Great job by Cougar defense, and not a bad call by the Delaware Valley offense on a receiver screen to Harlem Cook, 6 foot, 175-pound senior. Tyler Wolf gets the play from the sideline, and here we go, Coach. 4th quarter, down by 5. Let's see what the Cougars have in store. 2 receivers each side. Tyler looking to throw to a quick screen to Connor Shamani. Well played by DV, maybe 4 yards. So you had to be wondering if Coach Alsmer was thinking at all about the field goal, Coach, because that would have put him up by 8. That would give Cougars the touchdown and 2-point conversion. But maybe it was just too far out after that offensive interference call. 2nd down and 5. Coach Bookman trying to get the ball in his athletes' hands. He has many of them on the field, and this time it's going in the hands of Matthew Bookman, who's going to get very, very close to a first down. I have to believe he has it after a swing pass out of the backfield. First down, Cougars on the move. 25-yard line.
Again, great athletic ability by Bookman. They weren't letting him around the corner. The guy had the angle to the corner. He turned the ball back in and got as much yardage as he could. Great job, Matthew.
And Coach Bookman's trying to get Matt Bookman out in the open field because they know how hard it is to bring down. Single receiver side now is Connor Shamani. Option to that side. Matt Bookman plants, cuts back the opposite way, and just a tough, tough run. Still refuses to go down and gets 5 yards on a play that he actually should have launched yardage, but because of his athletic ability, cuts it back as Del Val played the perimeter very well on the option. It's 2nd down and 5.
Yes, Coach, that was all Bookman on that play.
They ran the option to the single receiver side, and I have a feeling Coach Bookman is setting something up on that option to single receiver side to Connor Shamani, and don't be surprised to hit something deep off of that. Tyler Wolf looking for Connor over the middle, gets up to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 on a quick slant.
Coach, I think we see Mrs. Mattis down here leading the cheers with the student body. Great
awesome.
job. Great job.
That's awesome. The Cougars did it last week. They did it against Pittston the week before. They did it against Berwick the week prior to that. And down in the 4th quarter here, every fan believes right now in this Cougar team. With 6 minutes to go, 6:55 to go, Coach Booker wants to take as much time as possible, and he's going to have a quick hitter to Matthews, who's going to get about 6 yards. Ryan Mattis is listed at 5'11", junior, 195. But I got to tell you, he runs so hard. And you can see Coach Bookman knows that Coach Ulsmer's down to 1 timeout. And any kind of score here is really, really going to be tough to overcome. 2 receivers each side. 5-man front for DV. Tyler Wolf throws the ball to Ryan Matthews, who gets up to the 30-yard line. And just a quick route, trying to get up the hash. Great call from the backfield position. 1st down, Cougars.
Great play calling, great running by Matthews there.
So Del Val, I believe, just used their final timeout, which is going to really, really be tough to overcome now. Because Del Val, regardless of what happens on this drive, will have no timeouts left.
So what are you coming out with now, Coach?
Well, I think right now Coach Brooklyn has his entire playbook at hand. He has all of his running plays he can go to. He has all the time he needs. He's on the 31-yard line. He has his motions. He has all of his formations. He has his long passing game, short passing game. He has his entire playbook at his hand. And he doesn't want to score quickly. He's got trips and single receiver up top. Del Val in a cover 2, staying with their 5-man front. Motion with Bookman. Tyler Wolf looking at perimeter, hits Matthew Casadas, and as I said, Coach Bookman has his entire playbook at his hands, and that's exactly what he's doing. He has his short game, he has his running game, he has all of his motions. He can hit the quick hitter deep. He knows at his fingertips he has Delaware Valley on their heels, and this is when it could be fun calling plays. 5:50 to go, no timeouts remaining for Delaware Valley. Cougars have all their timeouts in their pocket. 2 receivers each side, cover 2. Option. Ryan Matthews nowhere to go. Gets it everything he has as Aiden Black, the big D end sophomore for Delaware Valley, makes the play. And they did not stop the clock, which is, I believe, is a break for the Cougars. Even though they're down, it's got to be a break for the Cougars, Bob, because Del Val has no timeouts. 2nd and 13. trips up top, single receiver to Connor Shamani down the Cougar bench, and that's where I'm looking. Tyler Wolf swings it out to Ryan Matthews. Incomplete pass. Looks like Christian Price was running free down the middle of the field. And Coach Brookman's looking at 2 downs now to get some of this back, 3rd and 13. Not that I want to say anything here, but I have to remind everybody last week, 4th and 14, we hit the touchdown. So Coach Brookman does not panic by any means on long yardage. And don't think Coach Olsmer doesn't know that. 3rd and 13, play clock at 15 seconds, plenty of time. Game clock at 5:01. Del Val in a nickel package now. Cover 2. Single receiver will be Connor Shamani on the short side of the Cougar bench. And I believe Coach Brookman wants to change something, either personnel-wise, play-wise, or formation-wise. 5:01 to go, 14-9, folks. Every week is just exciting watching our Hazleton area Cougar football team. The Cougar faithful standing strong. What a great student body. On homecoming night, Cougars looking to beat Delaware Valley for the first time, Coach, since 2009. And this is big. Long time out. I see Coach Drumheller, Coach Brookman, and Coach Starrick, who's coaching that offensive line, having a long discussion about exactly what they want to do. The officials are letting it go, which I'm surprised no one said anything yet because this is a long time out, which is a break for the Cougars. And I think now Harry Caskey blows his whistle. Del Val's going to come back to their nickel package, 3-man front. And the guy that's been playing well up front, number 52, Ryan Patiglia. You can see him right in the middle over the nose guard. And a little reverse cover to Casadas, who's going to throw the ball back to Tyler Wolf. So we're looking at 4th down now, and we'll see what Coach Brookman elects to do. And the reason why he ran that, Coach, was he just wanted to get some of the yardage back. He knew that. He's going to go for this on 4th down with 4:40 to go. Clock is running. It's only 4th and 8, plenty of time. With 2 timeouts remaining, he did the right thing. Get a little bit of it back, and if you can break a seam on that play. So Harry Caskey's stopping the clock, and it can't be a timeout Del Val. It has to be a timeout Cougars. 4th and 8. Would you say it's the biggest play of the game now, Bob?
I would say so, Coach.
So again, a long conversation. Coach Brookman now trying to get the officials' attention. So something is a little bit of a miss here. I'm not sure what it is.
I don't think we call timeout. I think it's an official timeout, actually.
Well, then it had to be the clock running when it shouldn't have been. So they're going to change the clock, I would think, then. And that's going to be my guess.
The clock.
That's just a guess. I have no idea. They're leaving the timeout on the field, so that was a free timeout for both teams. We're back to 4th and 8. 25 seconds on the play clock. 4:20 on the game clock. And I have no idea why the clock was stopped. But looks like we're all set. And a big play coming up. Del Val sitting in a nickel. Coach Bookman now wants to talk to his players again. Play clock starts. 4th down and 8. Motion, short motion. Casadas in the middle. He's open, touchdown! Oh, he dropped it. He had it and dropped it. He made such a move. He made a double move in the middle. A great, great call. Tyler Wolf put it on the money, and just a rare drop by Matthew Casadas. Del Val will take it over on the 15-yard line with no timeouts left. Cougars with 2 timeouts left. Plenty of football to play, folks. Don't go anywhere. Cougar defense has to step it up here. They want to get the ball back as quickly as possible. Ulster's going to keep the ball on the ground. He wants to run off some clock. Cougars are going to crowd the line of scrimmage, much in the same way they did last week when Dallas got the ball back after we scored a touchdown. 2 backs in the backfield, Ross under center. Single receiver way up top. Ball's handed off, nowhere to go. So Coach Deal's saying if you want to run the ball, you're going to have to try to get through 11 guys because he is just crowding that line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9. Coach Bookman is telling his players, be smart out there, no penalties, no gifts. Ross again under center, which he does very rarely, maybe 10% of the time. 1 back set with Joe Sasha. And now Keith Alsworth's electing to run the clock down as far as he can before he has the quarterback snap the ball. Motion by Aiden Black. This time it's a toss, and he's going to be caught in the backfield for a big loss. Nowhere to go. Timeout, Cougars, with 3:30 to go, and it's going to be 3rd and very, very long. So not too sure why you'd want to run a toss with 9-10 guys in the box. There's not enough people to block on the perimeter. His biggest charges he's been getting off tackle all night. So just a big call, big play by the Cougars, and it's 3rd and very long.
And still a lot of game left yet, Coach. With
Tremendous amount of time to play. And if he does throw here and it's incomplete, it'll save the Cougars another timeout. They have 1 left. Plenty of time for Coach Bookman's offense. And he'll come back. Something very similar. You know Matthew Casadas wants to get that ball back in his hands, that's for sure. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 14-9, Cougars. Played outstanding defense in the second half. Any points they would have given up would have certainly hurt them, and they just played stellar D.
I guess you're going to have to watch for that screen again, Coach. They've ran it 2 times on 3rd and longs.
They ran a wide receiver screen. They ran a running back screen. They'll run their draw. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to throw the ball downfield because he had 2 interceptions in the flats. Third and 16. Very close to their own end zone. Del Val has to be careful. And they're going to elect to run the football and punt it out of there. And Coach Bookman has his opportunity to save his timeout, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So with the clock running, Coach Bookman's going to tell his rush team, play it very safe. Don't do anything out of the ordinary here. And they're going to get the ball back with great field position.
Great job by the defense.
Outstanding. Working that clock. Takes his time. Punts the ball. Fair catch caught by Matthew Bookman. And just with 48 yards to go, the Cougar offense, explosive offense coming down the field, moving from our left to our right. toward the scoreboard. This is going to be an exciting finish.
What a great high school football game.
Yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth. You couldn't have asked for a better high school football game. I know, and I read in the papers they expected a lot of scoring, but it's the defenses on both sides of the ball that played well. And this is just one of those games that someone's going to walk out of here a winner, someone a loser, but both teams played very well. Del Val sitting in their cover 2, 5-man front. Trip side, Tyler Wolf with plenty of time, and now gets caught in the backfield. And a nice play by Del Val. And it looks like Tim Kisses with the sack. Clock's running, 2nd and long. No panic by the Cougars whatsoever. They're sitting in good position. Looks like a nickel package now by Del Val. And they're going to do a check with me. So Coach Drumheller will signal in the offensive play that Coach Bookman wants. You can see Coach signaling it in. Clock running down to about 2 minutes. Ball's going up in the air. Under pressure again. Now he escapes to the perimeter, throws it. Intercepted by number 1 Delaware Valley Ryder Machado with 1:55 to play, and just a big play by Del Val. So Tyler Wolf under pressure, Bob, scrambling to his right, did get outside the perimeter, did square his shoulders, just couldn't get enough on the run, couldn't get his feet underneath him. Machado with the interception. And Del Val now is going to run as much clock as they possibly can, but Coach Bookman smartly kept his timeout. 1:55 remaining. Del Val in the huddle for a long time. Clock will start in the snap of the ball, and he's under center. Power set. Cougars swarming the line of scrimmage, trying to cut that ball loose. Takes the ball off tackle, and Dennis Bookman is going to hold off on waiting on his timeout. Looks like Kayvon Minor limping a little bit. Clock's running down to 1:31. Play clock at 20. And they can snap this ball, Bob, I guess about 1 minute and 5 seconds ago on this play, and then Coach will call his timeout. Ryan Matthews crowned the line of scrimmage. Joe Sasha takes the handoff. Looks like he had some running room, but the Cougars did not allow the first down. So we're looking at about 3rd down, 4 yards to go. They want to get the ball back here, so they'll run this play. The clock will not start until the ball is snapped. They might get under 50 seconds, and if they don't get the ball back, maybe a play or two for the Cougars, Bob, on offense. So they're calling it 3rd and short. Of course, if Del Val gets this first down, they may even try to draw them off sides with a long count. If they get the first down, the game would be over. If they don't get the first down, 50-some seconds ago, Cougars will get the ball back. Well, actually, they'll probably run the ball, let the clock down run further than that. So you may be looking at 20 or 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing for these officials. They allow the longest timeouts I think I've ever witnessed in high school football. There's a lot of conversations going on. Cougar faithful got really quiet after that turnover. And I'd like to see the Cougars stop them here just to get the ball back one more time and take a shot at the end zone. And 3-back set for Del Val on 3rd down. They give the ball off. He's going to get the first. Sasha just needs to go down now. But he breaks the tackle, runs out of bounds, caught by Trey Corchado, but that will do it. As he's down to the 35-yard line, that Sasha's a tough runner. And all Del Val has to do now is get into their victory formation and kneel on the ball. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. This was one very well-played football game. It doesn't come down to one play. On any game, doesn't come down to one play. Cougars played very well, both sides of the ball, very well coached. Both teams very well coached. And Bob, I'm telling you right now, they're going to meet again. It's going to be in a district championship, and it's going to be a battle. This will move both teams to walk out of the stadium 3-3 tonight. Very well played game. Cougars will be up in Scranton next week. And Delaware Valley is going to get a big W here in Harmon Guy Stadium. And this game is going to come to an end as Cougar football team played a very good game, had a great game plan coming in, and they're going to talk about their defense all week long and how well they played and held Del Val, who scored a lot of points in the last two games, Bob, in the high 30s and in the 40s. Came to the Harmon Guy Stadium, only scored 2 touchdowns, shut out in the second half, and it's 14-9 is your final. For Samantha Neiman, Bob Schnee, I'm Rocco Petrone, Christopher Kozlop, and his student body in his broadcasting class brings you these games on tape delay every week. And I have to tell you, hats off to Christopher Kozlop and his entire students and his class in broadcasting. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening.